Hello and welcome to Wangwana Media, where we ensure you're informed of what's trending. I'm Liane Jerono and my pleasure to host you. A recent video clip circulating on social media has captured a bold critique from a young Kenyan who likened veteran politician Raila Odinga to a frog, stating, Raila Odinga amekuwa kama chura, hatujui ako kwa opposition ama kwa serikali. Raila Odinga has become like a frog. We don't know whether he is in the opposition or with the government. This sharp analogy reflects the growing confusion and frustration among the youth over what they perceive as Odinga's shifting political allegiances. Traditionally seen as the face of opposition in Kenya, Raila's recent engagements with the government have led to questions about his current role. The young critic expressed disappointment, noting that many who once looked up to Odinga as a steadfast opposition leader now feel let down by what they see as a lack of consistency. This sentiment is particularly strong among younger Kenyans who are increasingly demanding transparency and clear-cut leadership. The critic also touched on the erosion of public trust, especially among the youth who expect opposition leaders to hold the government accountable rather than appear to collaborate with it. The young Kenyan emphasized that Odinga's actions seem to contradict the very principles of opposition politics, which has left many of his supporters feeling alienated and disillusioned. As this video continues to spark debate on social media, it's clear that Raila's political maneuvers are under intense scrutiny. While some defend his action as strategic, others, like the Gen Z critic, view them as a betrayal of the opposition's cause. The conversation underscores the growing demand for clarity and consistency in leadership, particularly from a figure as influential as Raila Odinga.
Penal code is enough to punish all the crimes that are committed in this country. But then we are always making agencies and making other laws. I think we need to get to the point where we start talking to our young people. And when you are going to vote in the next election, you start saying, there's this young guy who, if you drove in his matatu and by accident your wallet fell down, he would bring it back to you without a coin lost. That is the person who deserves to be your MCA. Why are you looking for other people? It is this person who, if you went to their shop and you paid 2,000 extra, like I did in a butchery in Dagoretti, they called me, he told me, we kichwa yako ni mzuri fanya mambo, umefanya siasa mago umeza. He told me, hii nyama umelipa 2,000 shillings more. That's the person who deserves to be your leader. You're looking for them with a lot of English. That's not what you need. We have an amphibian government. Unajua kuna mnyama anaitwa Chura. Sijui kama ni mnyama ama ni mdudu. I don't know what to call them because they lay eggs. And they stay in water and on land. Now we have a government that is insisting they want to be part of Azimio, which is opposition, and they also want to be part of government, which is Kenya Kwanza. That's a frog. It's an amphibian creature that wants to be in water and on land. They have to make their decision. They have to be completely in water or completely out of water. And because for that reason we don't have a leader of official opposition, you know, Fanyamambo is not just a name, it's a way of life. And for those who are doubting whether it's my name, 072, muneza nisalimia na ile one bob. It will give you the name Fanyamambo. Uneza nisalimia na hiyo, and you are many, I'll be rich. So yes, it is my name. And what I was trying to tell you is, I woke up one day and I felt bad about the fact that we don't have a leader of official opposition. So I took 2 plastic chairs and a table and an umbrella, and I put them in my car, and I was coming to Kimathi Street. I wanted to put them where his statue is and say, with a banner, by the way, self-appointed leader of official opposition here. And I wanted to start there every Tuesday and Thursday. But people who were very close to me and people who are lawyers and others, hata walininyang'anya hizo vitu na wakaninyang'anya gari, wakaniambia, you're not going to do that. So I'm still hoping and praying that that promise of them getting me a small office and like a small pay bill there where you can send 10, because we need an official opposition. And we have to offer ourselves. And I have offered myself. Kama mutanipea tu, a small room and 2 chairs. I don't need much. Yeah, I'll wake up. I drive a small Nissan March. It's enough for me. I don't need much. Ka fuel ka 500. But we will do it. Because when we started doing TV, it's not like there was anything. You just offer yourself. So as solutions, let us accept that even the citizens, I've seen a young man going around and looking at projects that have been launched. And those are the people we need to celebrate. That person is bringing to light what is happening in a real way. So mimi nimesema, I'll have that desk and a chair somewhere where you people decide. Tell us. And then let everybody who has an issue that needs to be raised, from audited accounts to failed projects, to bring them there. I have had the courage, I've always raised them. And now we've become with a strategy. It's very difficult for those who understand what is happening with Subarus. Sometimes unatoka K24, unaona mbili, unazima simu, unapitia basement, unaingia. I mean, we are doing all sorts of things. It's not easy for some of us. But God has been faithful. And God has taken care of us. And he will continue to be faithful and to take care of us. As I finish, I'll tell you. I tell people, they ask me, how do you survive? How do you manage? You've been so vocal. I tell them, God comes to my house first. He tucks me in at night. Then he pecks me good night. Then he comes to check how the rest of you are doing. And then he comes and stays with me. In the morning, he wakes me up. Yeah, he tells me, my son, go and work. And then he comes to check how the rest of you are doing. So that faithful God who's taken care of us, if you trust him, he will take care of you. And you'll continue in the fight and you'll be successful. God bless everyone.